What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Defender 01. So this is the first set of smaller Blokees figures in the line. This is the fourth series of figures from Blokees, and I'll show you the other figures just so you can see the difference between the different. These are the smallest ones so far. They're about 2 inches tall, but this is the first time they've included vehicle modes. Now they don't transform, but they do come with, some of them come with alternate vehicle modes. So we'll take a look at each one. Probably take a look at 2 at a time, just so that they're smaller and they kind of go together with their vehicle modes. So that being said, we'll get started. I'm going to take a look at Optimus last, just because he's the coolest. But we'll work our way through these, and then we'll kind of summarize at the end. All right, first off, we'll take a look at Thundercracker, and he comes in both robot and jet mode. And the jet is really easy to put together. You can check out my unboxing and build video to see that. But it does have some paint detail here on the top, tempo and paint. On the bottom, there is a port here. It doesn't fit the normal stand, so I'm not sure what size. So I just used this, but it does have that port. You can remove the null rays, and you can use this on any figure because it's got the same size port, but I'm just going to leave those on there. And then we get the robot mode. Now the articulation on these are the same across the board, so I'm just going to look at this one. And then for the rest, you can assume they're the same unless I show you something different that's unique. But heads on a ball joint, so you get forward and backward, side to side, and it rotates around on the ball joint. Shoulders also on the ball joint, goes out to there, rotates around. The null rays can be removed from the shoulder as well. The elbows are on a ball joint, goes up to there, and it can rotate around on that ball joint. The hands are also on a ball joint, so those can rotate. The waist can rotate. You have legs kick up to there, back to there, out to the side. Your rotation at the ball joint on the thigh, but also at the knee. You have a 90-degree bend at the knee. We don't have the joints anymore. They're built-in ball joints instead of having that joint piece you had to put together for the other Galaxy versions. So it makes it a little bit easier to build. The feet are on ball joints forward and backward, side to side tilt, and it can rotate around at the foot. So pretty good articulation for a figure this size. And just for a comparison, let's bring in the larger Blokees. So this is the 4-inch version next to the 2-inch version. Both are called Galaxy version, but this is Galaxy version Defender. And you can see some of the differences in the overall details as well as the hardware they used. Similar, but some differences here and there on the way they've designed it. So here's the back. Pretty cool. All right, next we'll take a look at Scavenger, who comes in both robot and vehicle mode as well. And he's got some nice details. He's got the painted eyes and chest. He does come with his own little blaster. Same articulation as I showed you on the Thundercracker, except you've got a movable shovel here. So 1-point articulation there and here, so you can kind of curl it up like that, or you can just have it down, whatever you prefer. And pretty cool looking guy. You also get the vehicle mode, and this has that same shovel, except it's got an additional point of articulation there. It's kind of a little ratchet joint, which is kind of funny, but it does go all the way down to there. You have a little drill accessory right here on the side that can rotate. The cab can rotate on this base. And then there are wheels down here. I just want to show you. I'll take one of these off. There are wheels underneath the treads, but because the treads are on top, you can't really roll them. So this is the only one that doesn't really roll. All the rest of the vehicles do roll. I guess if you wanted, you could take the treads off and then have it roll on the wheels, but I think it makes more sense. It looks better with the treads, but that's pretty cool. They did borrow parts between the two. But yeah. And for a quick comparison, here it is with the larger Blokees version. And again, you can see differences in the details, the paint, the overall use of hardware there. Right, next we'll take a look at Prowl and Glittering Ironhide, which is a translucent version of Ironhide. And same articulation. This guy does have wings on the back, but they don't move. They both come with a gun blaster. I think they are the same, other than this one's translucent plastic. It is a really cool looking version of Ironhide. And I'm not sure what the reference is with the translucent, but it does look cool. Since they have the same articulation, I'm not going to go over that again, but let's bring in their counterparts. Here is the larger Galaxy version, Prowl and Ironhide. And again, they've a little more cutesy or chibi in the proportions, but they do look nice. All right, next we'll take a look at Bumblebee, and he comes in both the robot and vehicle mode. Again, very cute looking robot mode. He comes with the same blaster, done in the gray plastic. He's kind of a shinier Bumblebee. In fact, I think they actually call him Brilliant Bumblebee is his name. He does have a little window here, although it's on the top. I would imagine it should be on the bottom, but I guess that's how they did it. He has his Autobot logo there. Here's the back. Again, they all come with a little port there. Here's the vehicle. It does have wheels or rolls on those wheels. He has a gun up here. It's on a ball joint, so you can lift up, you can rotate it around, and that's kind of cool. You can probably sit on here if you want to figure something out. But kind of a cool looking Bumblebee. It doesn't quite look like Bumblebee's alt mode, but maybe because they didn't get the Volkswagen license, I'm not sure. But they do have the Volkswagen Beetle style feet there. So this is just kind of its own little thing. But this is also translucent plastic. Even the wheels are translucent. But yeah, there you go for Bumblebee. And for comparison, there it is next to the larger version. Much different color. We haven't gotten, I think we did get a Golden Lagoon version, but we didn't get Golden Lagoon Bumblebee. But yeah, there you go. He came with a communicator here. Next we got Megatron and G2 Sideswipe. And this is the special version of Megatron. It's a shiny version. They call it the Galaxy type, Special Galaxy type. So it's got a little more shiny paint to it. Nice Decepticon logo there. He does have the gun barrel here. It only mounts on the one side just because the way it's designed. Although I guess you could switch the arms and put it on the other side. But overall, it looks really good. Some nice paint detail here on the shins. Here's the back. He does have the gun barrel there. And that looks good. And here's G2 Sideswipe. He comes with his same blaster there. Nice green and black deco here. Nice paint on there. He does have a shoulder cannon, so you can rotate this. It's on a ball joint. So it goes all the way up to there, back, and you can rotate around. Overall, good looking version of G2 Sideswipe. And here they are with their counterparts. Here's the shining version of Megatron. And here's the standard version. We haven't gotten a G2, so I can only show you with the regular version of Sideswipe. All right, and last but not least, we get the Optimus Prime with vehicle mode. And this is the coolest one. That's why I saved it for last. This is the limited version. This is called the Optimus Prime Firepower. So he comes with a set of wings here, gorgeously painted in this metallic red and silver. He also comes with this extra gun, or whatever it is, claw gun, I'm not sure what it is. Rail gun, maybe? Silver and red paint. It is beautifully painted. Blue, yellow, metallic, silver. Same style gun as before. But yeah, really, really looks good. This gun, it looks like it's side specific, because if you try to put it on this side, it's going to be upside down. So meant to go in this arm. But that's a good looking weapon. You can remove the wings if you prefer not to display with the wings. I don't know why you would, but if you just want regular Optimus, you can have it like that. These wings, I don't think they fit on anybody else because they all have that single peg. So you can't quite do it. You're kind of off center there. I guess you could fake it, but they don't quite fit. But here is the vehicle mode of Optimus. You can fold this down. So normally it looks like this. Again, nice paint and tampos there all throughout. It does roll on the wheels. Got the smokestacks there. This little drone part can lift up. You can fold out these, which you could pretend are either guns or handles, because you can be ridden by other characters. I'm going to put Bumblebee on here. You can just rotate the arms up and then peg these onto the little handles here. And now Bumblebee can ride almost like a skateboard version of Optimus. I just think that's so funny. Again, they're going for a little cute type of thing. I think it is cool looking. And just neat that they can kind of use it as a battle mode type of thing. And if you want to store the weapon, you can store this on his backpack like this. So pretty cool. I really like the Optimus quite a bit. Now this is a 1 in 144 version, meaning this is a chase figure, right? So not everyone's going to get this. This is 1 in 144 chances of getting it. Actually, I forgot to mention that the Megatron is a 5 in 144 chance of getting it. So both of these two are limited edition. And before we get out of here, I did want to show they do fit nicely with a Titan class figure like the Ark. So you can display them with that. And I mentioned earlier, you can swap parts. So if you want to take the arm off and grab the Megatron arm, you can do the comic scene where he's got the Megatron arm. There you go. And for comparison, there it is with all of the other Blokees Optimus Primes. There's actually other ones that I don't have here, but we've got the Transformers 1 Orion Pax and Optimus Prime. We've got the original G1 Optimus Prime. We've got the light up version, the shining version of Optimus Prime. We got the G1 toy. And then back here we got the Action Edition, the larger version. And really cool to have all these different scales and sizes. Any Optimus you want. Here you go. We also have the Golden Lagoon version. We've got Nemesis. We've got the Ultra Magnus white version. They've really just made all of them. So final recommendations on the Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Defender 01. I think these are pretty neat. I'm going to give them a 4 to 5. I'm going to recommend them. They are fun to put together, fun to mess with and pose. At this scale, at 2 inches, it is impressive that they're still able to retain the articulation and the functionality with the accessories and all, and it still all kind of works. And if you want, city bots with these guys, I think it's going to work really well, just because they're small enough. You can still pose them. You can kind of display them almost like a city. So I think that's a really cool use for these. Also, it's the first time we're getting vehicles. That's pretty neat. We don't have a lot of lines of Transformers, official Transformers, where you're getting vehicles. So I think that's a neat touch on this. Now, the styling, the overall chibi look, it's not going to be for everybody. I think it is a little bit on the cutesy side. But if you're planning to use it the way I described, I think you're going to enjoy it. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.